What are you looking at?
Tourette's.
Nice Derry.
It affects millions of people around the world.
You make unicorns cry all the time.
And yet, it is so misunderstood.
She has been told that she's possessed.
But these young women
Stop it.
are here to set the record straight.
This is who I am, and I can still just be a normal person and live normally, even though I have it.
This is what it's really like to live with Tourette's.
Oh no.
First up is Emily, who has lived pretty much her entire life with Tourette's, a neurological condition characterised by tics.
Sugar, 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 sugar. My most common tics are that one. Touch my nose a lot and like make that clicking sort of sound. They mostly are just random gibberish that comes out. Meow, meow, meow quite a bit.
Emily was diagnosed with Tourette's at just 4 years old and has had severe symptoms even then.
She used to wake herself up in the middle of the night. 52 times a night was normal. She would just twitch and wake herself up all the time.
And Emily had a really tough time at school.
There were 6 girls in my year and they would just imitate me and throw my medication about and hide my stuff, and they were just really nasty. And I just really hated school, hated just everything.
But Emily now surrounds herself with friends and family who have her back at every turn.
When I'm with my friends, I don't feel the need to suppress.
I thought it was quite nice to actually have a friend that has Tourette's.
We're not friends.
So that I know.
Oh no!
I never met anyone with Tourette's, but I knew of the condition. She's been through a lot with this syndrome. She said that she was bullied because of it, which is horrible. Obviously, if I knew her then, I would have stood up for her and, and I'll do it now if anyone does. But yeah, I think it's amazing and, it's a part of her and I love that about her.
And Emily has also found one thing that stops her tics dead in their tracks.
Music in general really helps with my Tourette's. It just calms me down a lot. When I start singing, it feels really good. I just don't tick when I sing. It's a release.
Why is every single second filled up with you?
When I am on stage and singing, it's like the best feeling ever. Especially if it is like a big performance. You can't really see the audience, but there's like loads of people there, and I just become really confident and a completely different person.
Next up is Nicole,
The end of the world!
who has had her fair share of judgment to deal with too.
People think I'm faking my Tourette's.
She has been told that she's possessed.
What are you looking at?
Before my tics started, I had a life like every other 13-year-old. Life is so much more different than what it was.
It was literally overnight, the week of her birthday, and it just progressively got worse.
After being officially diagnosed with Tourette's, Nicole had to adjust to a condition she didn't fully understand.
When it first started, I was really confused because I never really knew what Tourette's was to start with. There's certain moments where you can be really scared because you have no idea what's going to happen, you have no idea when it's going to happen because it comes out the blue, you just never know.
Oh no.
Nicole's Tourette's didn't take long to go from mild to extreme.
At the start it was just neck and hand movements, now it's just everything. I've punched my chest, scratched on my hands, my head, made my head bleed, grabbed all my hair, tried to rip it out.
It can be really, really dangerous and it can be really scary to watch.
Maybe, shall I do this?
On top of all the physical symptoms, Nicole never knows what is about to come out of her mouth.
What's it then?
There's really rude things that I've said about my friends that they know I would never say to them.
You dirty beggar.
It's the being fat for me.
So it's just like the opposite of what I am.
With her mum's support, Nicole decided to tackle the stigma and misunderstanding around Tourette's head on.
The first time I started posting it, I got a lot of support. And there are of course going to be loads of people that don't believe me or think that I'm faking it for some sort of attention.
Okay, can we start again?
But there's kind of a point where you don't need to care what other people say.
And Nicole has even found that dancing allows her to be free from her tics and just live her best life.
I'm aware that Nicole has tics, however, I haven't really noticed any while she's at dancing. I think Nicole forgets because she's concentrating and she's having fun while she's dancing.
She's just able to be happy without having the Tourette's. It's just lovely to be able to see her be herself.
Finally, we have CeCe, whose daily life is also severely affected by Tourette's.
I have motor and vocal tics, which motor tics are all the movements and vocal tics are all the sounds.
Like Nicole, CeCe is fighting back against misconceptions people have about her condition.
I make Tourette's awareness videos, so educational ones, but also funny ones. I set up my camera in my classroom at college and just started recording my tics. No! And I posted it and I think it got about 10,000 views in the first hour. I realised that actually this is something people might be interested in watching.
I want to order a McCurry. Very, very good £1 fish.
But CeCe was soon facing further challenges.
Since last December, I've been losing my eyesight. I think it might be 16 to 18 pills on a bad day.
Despite everything, CeCe chooses to focus on the silver linings.
Being visually impaired affects my Tourette's because I found that now I can't see as much. I don't tend to tic offensive things about people, so it's actually quite handy.
Even when people continue to judge her when she leaves the house.
People in public tend to stare a lot. I tend to just ignore people when they try and treat me differently because at the end of the day, even if they're being judgmental, I still have to live with the symptoms.
And CeCe has the full support of her college friends and tutors.
My tutors and my classmates are amazing about my tics. They know when it's appropriate to reply to them and when it isn't.
The most unusual thing I think I've heard is...
Nice Derry.
There you go, that's probably one of them. It just pops out.
And CeCe looks to re-educate people on what it means to live with Tourette's for years to come.
My general ambitions for the future are to maybe go to university or spread more awareness about Tourette's syndrome.
Something I really want to show about Tourette's in my videos is that it's okay to laugh with us, but not laugh at us.
I don't like you. I'm a duck. Quack.